Well, hello everybody. How's it going? I hope everyone had a good weekend. I had an interesting weekend, we'll say, because I did my first convention with my dog. So let me get the camera switched over. There we go. So, yeah, it was interesting. I went to a convention that was very different from conventions that I'm normally attending. It's very fitness focused. So we had a lot of very fit people walking around, all decked out in their stuff. So let me go ahead and crank that music down. Crank up the game volume since it's down. There we go. Now I'm actually going to turn the game music, like the in-game music, off, because I'm going to have some music. It's the same game, it's the game music, but I'm going to have it playing from the background so that I can keep it going rather than it constantly ending on us. Give me 1 second. There, sorry, it's just handling something off camera for a second. So yeah, it was an interesting. I sold a couple books, made some contacts. It was good. I enjoyed it. And now we're back to our regular weekly activities. Programming note: this will be my last live stream until after we finish our move. We have basically a little over a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, roughly, to finish it up. And come this weekend, we can actually start putting stuff in the new house, in the new apartment. So I'm going to be spending the rest of the week focusing on getting some work done and prepping for that. So, and I will put it in my Streamlabs count down below that we are on a stream break and it will be until 2 weeks from today. And if that changes, the Discord is where you can find out about it, but I don't think that's going to change. I think that's... Oh, thank you, bot. That was kind of... I mentioned it and it posts it. So, but today we have RimWorld. Sorry I'm a bit late. I was wrapping up some work. And so this is the same colony that I played last Wednesday. And despite the difficulties and the complexities of having 7 people playing something and passing it around, we've managed to keep the colony going. However, it has not been without losses. Our new lovers, Magnus and Jane, it didn't end well. Well, it didn't end well for Jane. She died apparently at the hands of a rocket launching traitor who didn't take kindly to some dromedaries attacking the colony. So Wolfie was, as far as I knew, Wolfie was more injured, but it looks like she's in stable health. She has no issues with manipulation or movement, so, but I don't see any kind of things here, so it looks like she might be okay. We also lost Sarah. We have a couple of new pawns, it looks like. Milo and Trev, who will need to be renamed. I'll get to them in a bit. And then of course there's Riot Maker. Where is he? Riot Maker is named after a viewer. Nice to see him hanging out with the Pixel Sharks. Major break for us, Right Maker. He's in a very poor mood. Right Maker, what's your issue? What's your issue, buddy? Recreation starved. Aw, mild pain, sensory mechanites hit. Oh, where is he? What is he doing? Looks like he is trading. He must be on a quest. And then we'll be coming back. No, he's looks like he's on his way back. So looks like yesterday was supposed to be Zoe's day, but Zoe was with me at the convention, so she had a lot of screen time and a lot of stimulation there, so Charles Mike stepped up and took yesterday. All right. So it's definitely Charles Mike's work right there, getting traps laid in and turrets. This is the wall that clearly we haven't improved it. It's just built of sandstone, it looks like. We have a place to store the hay grass now, that's nice. Okay, we still have the warg, so that's good. And we have Goober. Cool. And it looks like, yep, they moved the storage stuff. Cool. I was wondering if they would. So we have lots of meats. It looks like, oh, they're not allowed to eat the canned meals. That's good. We don't want them eating canned meals. Those are for traveling. So the funny thing is, I think that I Kill Omega on his play on Friday was late on Friday. I think it was, yeah. He put the marriage spot in so that Jane and Magnus could get married, and then I stepped away. That was the last thing I saw. I stepped away, and he that's when the dromedaries raided. So, and he tried to defend them. Looks like we're building bedrooms up here, I think. I'm not sure. This has a feel of, because they've started bedrooms right here, this has a feel of bedrooms going this way. But what is this item stash quest? So, where is it? It's nearby. What is it again? Messages. Caravan ambush. Item stash quest. There it is. Thrombo, couch, center, assault rifle. Nah, it's not worth it. So I think, let's see. Is this the man-hunting pack of dromedaries? No, red foxes. Well, it would be near a death of one of our. So this doesn't go back very long. Cool. Alright, well, let's let them play. Right, Maker needs to add on back. Storage. Oh, storage. Show me what they. So it looks like someone set some of these up to hold textiles. Cool. Raw resources. Healer mech serum. That was probably used on. We probably got one of those to use on Wolfie. So, what do we have in here? Nothing? Okay, well then maybe we should put something in there. If Pemmican just sitting right there. Can we put the pemmican on this? I think we can actually. No, it's not on there, so it's probably got to go in here. Yeah, so the pemmican can go in there. What is that? Garden coffee. Well, eventually we'll have... I think we're okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got geothermal. So we could probably add a refrigerator over here. Let's see. If we put... Why can't it go there? Oh, because it's not a wall. There we go. So I could put a single wall refrigerator right there for garden coffee, and then a dual one there for meals. I'm going to put it there. Yeah, I think actually I want to put this one right here because then they can just get that. Okay, so we'll put those in to handle those. We should build a copy. That right there. What is this? Hair meat? Is this one being used? Storage. Wondering why the lentils are in here. They shouldn't be able to be in there. Of course, I don't see them under vegetarian. Are they actually, are lentils considered a meat? No. So why would they be sitting there? Lentils are something you get with the VGP. There's a bean, I know they're beans, so they should be. We have rice there, potatoes there, animal products, raw resources, plant matter, yeah, for those. So this one we should make for beans. There. Olaf, what are you doing? Mending? This is a low priority. Well, it stopped raining, I guess. Cannot merge. Can you not haul? Are you incapable of hauling? No. So cannot. Is it wrong with this one? And why won't the hair meat go into one of these containers? Well, this one may be full. So actually, let's make this meat. Hauling corn, okay. Daruk, what are you going to do? Maintaining wind turbine. That's nice of you. Although those aren't as critical anymore. It's nice to have them, but they aren't as critical. Oh yes, Chalice Mike's been playing. Show me my zones. He doesn't like seeing the zones. So it's understandable. It can create a lot of clutter. So as always, this is an extra live stream. Make sure my bot's paying attention. stream, puppy? You got the problem? Let's see. It's connected. So there we go. So as always, this is an extra live stream. We like the game, but we like to do it for a cause. And the Pixel Sharks is a team of veterans and active duty members and their friends and allies who want to give back when we do this thing that we enjoy to do. And we all support different hospitals. For me, I support the Providence of Alaska, Providence of Anchorage Children's Hospital, because that hospital saved my niece's life multiple times and got my nephew a needed diagnosis. And this past year, the money that they received through Extra Life went to help babies in the NICU, helped with some parenting classes, helped get car seats for those who can afford, and help maintain the child life team. And as you can see by the bar up there, I am almost 50% of the way through this year. You can find out more about how you can support me at tiny.cc/extralife2019. And if you go to extra-life.org, you can find out how you too could take part and support a hospital in your local area. And remember, all the money that's donated to the individuals goes to the hospital of their choice. So you can know that if you support them, their donation is going to be local, or at least local to the hospital that they picked. So, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This will be my 8th year doing it. My niece and nephew they're still living in Alaska. They moved away for a while and then went back, but they live in a different part. Okay. Colony is doing mostly well. What do we have in here? This is ranged weapons, melee weapons. Elephant tusks aren't necessarily weapons. So it looks like we have... they've made a lot more of these. So I'm going to make this clear all and make this match. No tainted apparel. So we have lots of options here for this. Okay, so I got the headgear right. And let's have this match. Go back. Those three. And that's the other thing about this stream, is this is a place where you can come hang out and understand, and you're not going to be triggered. We're not going to be playing any loud sounds, playing any games that don't we're not going to be playing any games that you get startled playing. You can count on that. Sometimes we talk about things. Today I'm focusing mostly on Extra Life because that's the point of this event. But we do on other days talk about things that me and my co-host, who joins me on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the things that we deal with as we go through our daily struggles with PTSD and other mental health challenges. There we go. No meals there, but should cover everything else. Okay, so match that. Yep. And this. Emu Revenge. Come on, Goober. Take it out. Anybody nearby? Joy. Wolfie is up and about. Wolfie, can you... Oop. Leave it alone, Goober. I mean, feed yourself, but... Let's get Wolfie over there. If there's going to be anything left. Some. Send. Where is it? There it is. Oh, Clothron's heading that way. Alright, you do that. As long as somebody does it. Okay, so this will be... Nice, we got these done. For... Let's get that out. No meals, no lavish meals. Just... I think it's garden coffee. Yep. And for this one over here, it's going to be no sweets. None of those. But we'll have no canned meals. Put simple meals and those in there. There. Storage. I'll take simple meals off of this. Fine meals off of this. Tray. I need a tray. Will you not do hauling? So this is now set for lavish, simple. And this will not allow lavish, simple. So it should work. Let's try someone else. Maybe I have to actually allow all of those things to go in there. And then remove that one. So the only thing that should be still allowed on here, fine meal, simple meal. I mean, one way to do it is just clear all and make these the critical storage spot for these. There we go. That figured it out. Come on, you can do it. Prioritize hauling. So the fine meals, why aren't they going there? Oh, that's why. Let's do that first. While Magnus cooks. Do that first. You can't put them in there if you're... They just, because there's an open spot, they want to put those there. There. Hit the wrong one. Okay, so... Hey there. Hey, Nautilus Nuts. Yes, it's my turn at the Pixel Sharks Extra Life Hot Potato Challenge. So, that's why I'm playing. Now let's change the settings on this so we can't put fine meals there. We'll just put simple meals in this one. This place. Oh, thank you for that host. I think that's a little... Sorry if that startled anybody. Okay, so Wolfie's moving meals. I don't know what... Oh, it's because I turned fine meals off now. I'm gonna have to build another one for them. Of course, Nautilus Nuts. You guys definitely should give him a follow and a check out. He has interesting things that he does with viewers, including letting them... Yeah, well, and then I had that tweaked. I don't know if Streamlabs changed a setting or something. But one thing I can do is turn OBS down in the system sounds. So we'll see if that helps. No, see, because I think that turns down all of the sounds. Yeah, it does. So it is always a balancing act, trying to make sure, especially when they make automatic changes. So I should put this one, actually, I think I should put this over here. Oh, it's fine. I appreciate the thought. I appreciate that you did it. Milo, can you deliver that? But yes, I appreciate the fact that you thought to. So, how are you doing today, Nautilus Nuts? I am recovering from a busy weekend. I spent most of the past 2 days at a convention. Milo, you need to go do something else because you clearly are horrible at that. Yes, that's better. Clear that out. But yeah, it was a fun experience. It was my first convention with my service dog, and while he didn't like the thump thump of the music, it was a very different con too. It wasn't your normal con. It was a fitness related con, so it was interesting. So there was a lot of party style kinds of things in the same, and it was one big giant convention center room, so I don't think he liked the thump thump in the floor. And personally, I can't blame him. Okay, so this needs to be for... Okay, it already is. Okay, so Magnus, before you finish doing that, how about you put those away? So yeah, and this is actually going to be my... Why are you putting them... Get the garden coffee and put it away. Sometimes I don't understand it. I'm doing pretty good. Today I'm working on setting up a Trayer server and other things like my website. So busy. Cool. Yeah, I need to get you like offline, take you into the world that I made for Zoe. Come on, Impa, you can do it. Yes, we have a new refrigerator. So clear all, and I want fine meals to go in here. So now I can take fine meals off of this one. You'll never do hauling. Oh, you're a load of blah 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 blah. Yes, actually, if you would like to be named, you simply have to say that you do. We have 2 colonists that I do need to name, Milo and Trev, because I'm pretty sure Milo and Trev are not Zelda names. Otherwise, we have we're using Zelda to name new colonists. So Milo is a shooter, animal lover, with also some skill in plants, and a double burn in animals, a single burn in shooting, construction, plants, and art. And then Trev is a melee, decent shooter, 7 in construction, social, so a good warden with a burn there, and plants with a double burn in plants and a single burn in melee, shooting, and social. So, and he is a farmhand space trafficker, and Milo is a child spy and a scout. So you pick, which one would you like to be? Okay, so Milo is now, if I can type right, Nautilus Knots. Cool. So, and if you'd like to see the PSHP, that's tiny.cc/ps2 rules. That'll take you to a document with the rules, and need to set these to a command. That'll give you a list of the mods we're running with. Who's idle? Nautilus Nuts, what are you doing? Go clean some dirt. So we have nobody. Magnus is already to 20. What the heck? Did he do something to him? Wow. Already to 20. So Magnus, we need you on something other than cooking, buddy. Not sure why cooking is prioritized over research. And managing. So let's move these to that, so you'll go do something else. That's a little surprising for me. I kill Omega, you should probably also, but you're definitely higher in builder, so we won't prioritize that over. We'll put this at a 3. So yeah. What are we researching currently? Microelectronics. Where did they put our research bench? They moved it. It was sitting over here. I'm guessing. Yep, there it is. It has a lab all to itself, and Wolfie is currently in there. Why is Wolfie researching? She's also... No, that's Magnus. Where Wolfie is. Yeah, we'll put you on managing to help in that, but... time to go do something else. Magnus was managing, and now where is he going? Go research. Nautilus Knots is harvesting baby agaralux. Oh. Guess we're getting some mushrooms. We should probably build another those right there. Where's the... Yes, okay, so let me look at some zones real quick. Alright, that's good, that's good. Yes, you can tell Charles Mike's been playing because he's very, very particular about in this preciseness of his home zone. So we have a guest area right there. So they can go into there. Problem is they can't, if you want them to help, they've got to be able, and they can't eat anything like that. I guess they've got to be able to head up into this area. Otherwise they can't help you with anything. Manage areas. Cool. I don't want to, that's what I want to see. Storage. You know what? Let's go ahead and just expand this down this way. So it goes all the way to there. Now, let's I'm playing the music separate today from the actual game sound so that it won't turn off. It'll just keep playing. So you just have to let me know how that volume is for you guys. Because I have my own volume control. Yeah, I was always tired of how the game, well, just the music would just fade out for a while, so it wouldn't play. So I got the soundtrack separate, and I have it in a player outside, so the music will just keep playing all the way through. The other day when I was doing Cities, I was playing a soundtrack from another game that Paradox published. Okay, cool. Alright, so this one is now for, yep, fine meals. This one is for our garden coffee. We have lavish meals in here, it looks like. Storage. Put our canned meals here. And this one will be for pemmican. I'm still not entirely sure why the lentils keep going in here. They're clearly being treated like meat. All that's for you. Yeah, all that stuff. I'm not sure why people just left it sitting there. Is there a storage zone up here that... Yeah, so foods should not be in there. Nor should plant matter. It's the same thing with this. Someone else must have created these. That's why they're being stored there. This one. Alright. The hay going over there, that's good. Dirt we haul. Oh, the pigs got that? No. Because they haul so poorly. Oh no, they actually look like they're hauling better this time. No, why do we have all these random storage areas for all this stuff? Okay, clear all. The only thing that can go in here is chunks, plasteel, steel, and blocks. It should be the same for this too. Clear all. Stone blocks, plasteel, steel, and chunks. chunks. Steel and blocks. None of this other stuff should be stored outside. This one doesn't look like anything's being stored in it. It's just chunks. Okay, that's fine. The arrangement of these storage, it's like, not sure what the plan was. Let's do copy settings, paste, paste. I mean, I think they were just trying to take advantage of the space, which is fine, makes sense. It's just, it seems so random the way it is. Yeah, so that's why they can't go there. Cool. So there. I mean, if you're going to do it, you might as well, like, really do it. Now, actually, now what I'll do is I'll shrink that. And this, yeah, so they're separate. Copy settings. Let's put another one back up here. Paste settings there. So now they, yeah. I mean, if you're going to do it, fill the space up. Otherwise, it just seems, it felt very haphazard. People, again, just putting stuff down here and just potato plant there or something. Just randomly dropped when they were harvesting, I guess. Okay, so they built that. That's nice. I think we should do more. Oh, we have another animal. Grazer. No, he's a carny. Piglet. It's a grazer. So we have 3 pigs now. Clearly we lost a pig somewhere. So you may ask why we're doing this kind of event, team event like this. We wanted something fun to do to help raise money and awareness for Extra Life, which you can find out more at that link right there. For what I do, all of the participants are should be fundraising this year. I know that Silver Zodiac, while he's joining us for this, former Pixel Shark, like Extra Life team member, always a Pixel Shark. So he's started his own team, and you can too if you would like to. If you have some friends in your area that you would like to fundraise for to support a hospital near you, you can find out more about that at extra-life.org. Sorry, think about that for a second there. It's kind of nice. I like this little area here. That's cool. So we have 4 batteries. One thing we do need to do, though, is make a ballot box. We don't have a ballot box. Gotta give these people a chance to vote. So they have a hoopstone ring. They have a game of they have a billiards table. They don't have a poker table. Oh, what do we have here? Lizard skin count center, a silver medicine cabinet, and a hyperweave ore veil. Where are they? So we have a couple of them. 2 power claws for taking out 3 enemies. You know, I know for a fact that the guys that follow me love doing those things, so I'm going to leave those there for them to do. I think, well, let me see something. 2.1 days. That one might not still be around. That one will be, though. That one definitely will be. Well, man, he's taking a long time. He might not be back before before my stream ends. Does this one not have a... Okay, somebody built the wrong light in there. So let's put a ceiling light in. Just make sure we have the right lights. In all the rooms. Why are they building sunlights in these rooms? Like none of these sunlights should be here. I think someone just thought that it was better to do those because they thought they were wall lights. Deconstruct all of those. Every last one of them. And then I'll go put in actual wall lights instead of these things. There. Are there any more that I may have missed? Yep, one right there. Is that the last of them? Okay, so now, see. I can't understand if they wanted to do, wall lights, but no, we don't need wall lights everywhere. So let's put one of these here, one there, one there, one there. That one may not get power for a little bit, so we'll have to make sure we fix that. Which may have been the effect they were going for. I don't know. I just know that it's not the most energy efficient way to get lighting to these spaces. So, all those sunlights will just be chewing up power left and right. No, let's let them catch up on the lighting issue. Okay, so clearly that's where everybody wants to store those, so I guess we're going to change this so that steel, and blocks are inside. So the only thing stored outside is chunks. So copy settings. Which is fine. Just there seemed to be a little confusion on all of the potential, like what all we were doing with the storage spaces. There we go. So yeah, I have to compliment Cellist Mike on this. He does a good job of doing the prioritizing for things. So you just kind of, the key is just not to give them too much to do, especially when you have less of them. And then eventually they just kind of manage themselves. Can this thing expand up that way? No, it can't. One thing we can do, I know we can, is expand this way. No. Delete that. Delete that. Expand that one over that way, like so. This one I think was meant to be hay grass, and someone just didn't realize it was there, and so the pawns automatically made it what it ended up being. Let's make more hay grass down here. There we go. Now eventually we're going to want to make walls out of a better material. What is this? Slate. What are we looking at for sandstone? Mostly sandstone, marble. Do we have anything else? Let's look at the world map and see. Terrain is sandstone and marble. So in terms of defense, marble has 420 and sandstone 490. So technically sandstone is a bit stronger. I would say though that they definitely do not, they're not the best choices. feels like something's about to happen. So that's an electric smithy. Where's our stone cutting? I hear someone doing something that sounds like stone cutting. Okay. So it's going well. Thank you for asking. Nautilus Knots, I was going to ask you how your Terraria thing was going. I didn't get to stick around too much last night. Why do we have a problem with... I don't seem to be having a problem. I think they're just all turning themselves off because no one's in them. Yeah, look. Seems like... Smooth marble. Yeah, so that looks like the plan was to put that, I'm guessing. So that they have that, like that. Riot Maker. Now, another thing I do need to make sure I add is a line of invisible power conduit going up this way, like that. We can put another one up to there and up to there. This one go up to there like that. That way we can definitely get more light up there. It's possible that whoever put in all those sunlights just decided that they didn't like the lights flashing on and off, but I mean, one way to get around that, if you don't like them coming on and off, is you just override the auto switch. So that they stay on. So, like in the public areas, if you don't like having those lights coming on and off, you just do that. And they'll stay on. That's the way around that. So they should stay on now. Click may have already been on. Okay. So let's build copy here, 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 and there. That should get, it's going mostly well. Unfortunately, some people can follow the rules, and I have to spend some time tightening our server. That's okay though. Well, see, you can set it so that each day it's a different password. And that, are you still running it as a server or as a Steam host? Raw fungus. Well, isn't that plant matter? Yes, raw fungus. So maybe it should be everything except for the ones that we have. So it'll be like barley, beans, cactus fruit, olives, snow beets. Copy the settings, paste the settings. Yeah, we had a viewer join us. Well, this was a year plus ago when we were playing. And there's the Pixel on one of the Pixel Sharks worlds, and he was all about just gang rushing everything, and making sure we wiped everything out as quickly as possible. I learned a lot about building defenses against certain types of attacks. Oh, didn't realize it was paused. Part of it's just, I think it's boredom with what they're doing, and so they see other people who are behind, and so they're like, here, I'll just gang rush you through everything, and that will get me through being bored. Not realizing that part of the experience is learning all that stuff. Looks like somebody decked out Goober here to be able to ride. So I think the one thing that we're lacking here, we have everything else. Days, yay. We must have had a quest there. We must have had a quest there, which is why they sent him up there. This is just horrible. Slogging across this. This is tropical rainforest and temperate forest. It's no wonder he's in a daze. So we have, there's the stonecutter's table. Where? Let's bump this up to forever. Okay, it's just, we need lots of them. Gathering haul to hang inventory. I mean, gathering haul to hang inventory. Did I really just say that? Oh, and not site. I'm pretty sure I have quotes enabled. Let me check. Oh yes, so you can do to me as I've done to you. Just wondering if any of the doesn't look like it. This one should stay on. Why isn't that? But yeah, I totally misread that one. The quote. This thing, I think I need to close this. Let's build a copy right there. Space is already occupied. Oh, with the stupid. Build a copy here, there. Now I can put the door there. Why is thought I put some in here to build. Clearly I must have missed it. There's one thing about them, it's kind of hard to see where you've got some of them planned. What do we have here? Oh, that's pig one. Pig one. We're going to name you Pork Chop. And what else do we have? We have Piglet 2. We're going to name you Suey. Eventually, once that one's older, we'll be able to train that one better. Not want those. I do not want those hunting. Sorry, I was just checking something. Looks like we'll have another potential use for a steam vent right there. You know what? This right here should just all be deconstructed. Should take that, and then floors, granite blocks, steal those since there's not much granite elsewhere. Looks like somebody opened that up, I guess. Must have been sappers. Well, if that's the case, we want to close that, but I guess it gives them an option to get out instead of coming up this way to attack. Oh, I noticed somebody closed this, so don't worry about that anymore. There's a cougar. What wildlife do we have? Okay. Hunt all the hats. The hats. Hunt all the rats and the iguana and the hare. Formation of a new pack of 2 hunters to hunt for rat. Oh, look at that. The animals are going to hunt the rats. But what are you? Cleaning dirt, if you say so. We definitely won't be running out of hay grass. Corn. I guess this is for trees. We should probably actually plant some more trees down here. Oops, this one. I'm gonna delete this one. Expand this zone all the way to there. there. Delete this. Can this go up this direction in any way? Yes, it can. Look at that. There. Okay, so this will all be what kind of tree? He went with red maple tree. That may be because it's the fastest growing. What's the minimum skill? Growing time 20 days on a red maple tree. What about 15 days? They don't provide much wood. Where's the Saguaro cactus? Growing time 5 days. See that? I could see. Let's do that for now. Actually, before we do that, let's chop this down. Don't sow this yet. There. Trev, are you one of my plants, guys? You are. Let's see how much wood we get from this fully grown Saguaro cactus. Or saguaro. I think depends on your pronunciation or your enunciation. So, as always, I'll be talking about it a lot. This is an Extra Life event where we're fundraising to raise support for different hospitals that have been important to us. I support Providence of Alaska, which you can find out right there. Please, you can see how your donations last year were critical in helping keep some babies, some newborn babies. Hold on, where'd you go? Where'd you go? I need to see your gear. 18 wood, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We'll go ahead and, for that kind of growth time. Yep. Oh, Guth, what are you doing? Hauling dead rat. Guthron, deconstructing a granite wall. That's fine. I like that. Nautilus, you're hunting. Since you're over here, oh, they're all over here. That's why. Why is everybody over here? And there's the iguana. Could have them go after the cougar. Could. This, toggle the switch. Okay, so keep that on. Yeah, see, now you can see them. Build a copy here, there, and there, and up there. Yeah, now you can see where they are. So, but yeah, you can see how the donations last year helped with newborn babies in the NICU, which is very important. That's the primary reason I support that hospital, is because that unit kept my niece alive. Emu revenge. What the? Goober. Now you got a bite scar. Alright, who's out here? Anybody? Anybody? Where's everybody? And you guys are already done hunting? Wolfie, please go haul this. Head up there. since he's busy. Come on, Goober, finish eating. There we go. And now somebody needs to rest. Where are you going? Resting? So we need to make sure somebody takes care of you. Okay. So we have Trev, who still needs to be named. If no one from chat has spoken up saying that they would like to be named and join the colony, I will go ahead and give that a name from The Legend of Zelda, which is the IP that we're using to choose names for the colonists that join. Okay, so toggle the auto switches. Okay, cool. So now they're all there. It is. I know it was there somewhere. They are hard to see. You don't realize they're there, which may be why whoever it was that picked the one that they were doing chose to do. I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this up here. Right there. Silver, can you please move that bed, please? Oh, can you move this? Hold on. Silver, can you move this one? So we can get Guthron's bed up there. Actually, we can put Guthron back in here for now, so he doesn't lose a bed. Something died nearby. I could hear it. I just heard some pig squealing. Just looking around to see what else is on the map. We should probably deconstruct those. I'm not going to pick anything else for them to do out here because I want them to knock that out. Keeping their tasks of spread out around the map down tends to help that. See, now this is a problem. Look at that. If somebody were to realize that that was there, obviously now they'd have to get through this first, this wall of stuff first. But I'm wondering if this was built like this to. I'm curious about that. Oh, do not apologize, Knots. I do it all the time. But I'm wondering if this was built. I'm trying to understand what they were thinking for this right here. It looks like this is designed to be a kill box down here. But up here, I'm not sure. I suppose if we were to do this, maybe. What I can do is do, well, we have a raid. Dark Crew, they will prepare for a while, then attack. Let's see, what do we have? Alright, so we have 6 of them, looks like. 6 of them. We have mostly ranged. I want to see what they have. Revolver, auto pistol, bolt action rifle, machine pistol. So short range, ranged, melee, and long range ranged. Okay, so if we can get everybody except for what are you guys going to do? You guys are going to hunt. Let's get everybody back inside. Animals to safe zone. Magnus and I think it's, who's the other one's incapable of violence? I said I kill Omega. Yeah. You guys come back here. How are you guys at medical? 15, 6. Ugh. You, man, I'm going to be putting you on the Metatrain table. That's just not acceptable. Okay, so they're hanging out down here. I'm wondering what they think they're doing. That's not going to make it any easier for them to get to us. In fact, it may make it harder for them. Okay, so what do we have weapons-wise? Spear on Daruk, and everyone else has ranged. Wolfie, is there a better weapon for you? Let's see, what do we have in here? A machine pistol, and a recurve bow, and a steel mace. So there's nothing, doesn't look like there's anything better melee weapon-wise. But your great bow gear, you know, we'll leave that for now. Put you here. Put you here. Is this a shotgun? Yeah, it's a shotgun. It's a chain shotgun. So the only so actually, you go here. Wolfie, you go there. Daruk, stay back here. So let's see where they come from. It's just gonna lurk down there. Could send Wolfie and Guthron farther forward to try to do some pot shots at them when they come. So what's their range? Let's see. Guthron. Okay, and Wolfie. So roughly that. Okay, so let's put Guthron here and Wolfie right there, and let's see where they come from. Just in terms of getting some shots off at them when they come. Apparently they are just, you know what, you two. Let's put you on some tasks in there and keep you in there. We'll worry about you in a minute, so at least some things are being done. What are you gonna go do? Resting. That's fine, resting. Yeah, so you guys are in a good mood. Okay. Goober is fully healed. Oh, that's nice. Who's coming ahead? Looks like the short-ranged. Let's see what happens when they come around that wall there. They get into range right here. Here's where we'll find out what happens to them. Oh, 2 because it's the opposite of the thing, so I'll be done in a half an hour. Okay. Run away. So, did anybody survive? Nope, nope, and nope. Okay, so do we have places to bury them? I know we had some over there. Where else are we putting? What else are we doing with them? Looks like I'm going to need to make some graves. Okay. So miscellaneous graves. We'll just put them right. Put them out here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody. Be free. Guthron. Go rest until healed. Who's my best? Magnus's, I think. Construction. Wolfie. You work on that grave. Nautilus. You work on hauling the revolver. Dark. You work on that grave. He's working on that grave. Golgoth. Work on that grave. Alright, let's get everybody going. Let's get these bodies taken care of. Strip. 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 Prioritize stripping Logan. And Dark, can you haul some stuff? Let's get some bodies buried. Where are you hauling these bodies? Should be no corpses in here. Oh, they can be harvested. That's right. I forgot we have that option. Do we have that option? Didn't think we had the we do. And all this does is, yeah, so that would explain it. Okay, so sorry. Grab all that stuff. Pardon me. This stuff should get hauled. Magnus, can you please get up and tend to Guthron? Or did you self-tint? One condition needs tending. Tend to yourself. And this is going to be your bed. Put you up there. There we go. Oh, animals, you can be free. Animals be free. So you're a carny, and you're a carny, and the rest of you are grazers. So yeah, they went right up that right there. So Guthron is resting, Golgoth is eating. Someone who's not too busy. Resting, gathering hay. Can you please work on steel spike? Let's get those set up. So Golgoth, I think he said the steel spikes are the ones that have the most, they do the most damage for your investment in them. Apparently viciously. We should actually probably... Somebody up that I can borrow? No, everybody's sleeping. Daruk, you're the only one who's up. I may actually have you open this so we can put him... It looks like they stored... Everything okay?
That wasn't me, I don't think. Well, unless something fell off.
No, I think it was the cats. Sorry, my cats are making a ruckus. Mad rat, mad rat. Where's the mad rat? It's all the way down there. Dark, open this. Let's get this and get out of here. No, no, no. Don't put him there. Let's put Magnus on that one. Just so I can have them occupied. Get the heck out of Dodge. Okay, so that worked out well. Magnus, please come down here and get that rat. So I'm curious about the... So we don't have a cooler in here. I don't want... Hello. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. Unassigned. I didn't realize I dug the graves. And hello, Jealous Mike. How are you? How are you today? I didn't realize when I dug the graves that we were able to use the bodies. So yeah, just clear all. So they shouldn't put anything in there. Copy settings, paste, paste, just leave them there. It would have been funny. So this one, we don't have a cooler up here. It's not critical, but I'm putting it there. Yeah, I didn't even know what they were because he kind of made a reference to them but didn't say anything else. So I'm not sure if it was... I'm not sure who did, but I didn't like all the sunlights everywhere, so I uninstalled them, both ceiling lights. There were 9 armored ninja cats that were eating and pooping everywhere. Wow. Yeah, see, it's nonsense like that. It's like... That's kind of what we were talking about. That's setting things up to be done. So we have a meta-train table, so I could train somebody using that, I think. Currently everybody's resting. Guthron tended himself. So he can do that. Train in medicine. So I wasn't really sure. I did this on license. They give 100% brightness instead of the normal 50% stink insects. Oh. I was more concerned about power. And I thought that whoever did it was annoyed with the lights turning on and off. So I just added a bunch of ceiling lights out here. Ah well, what's done is done. See, I'm wondering if the having the bodies out here where they're working on them gives them the same negative effect. It's the same negative debuff as they do elsewhere. So eventually we're going to want to move that. That's what you're saying. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There. Oh no, Guthron's training. Riot Maker is no longer wondering. At least anyone who sees it gets a debuff. Well, we have bodies. We only have one more body for them to train on, so. Not sure why the hay grass is being stored in here. It must have accidentally been triggered. There. Guthron's fully healed. Just his overflow. Oh. Well, yeah, well that makes sense since this area over here is presently full. So, yeah, I expanded on the hay grass area, but then I decided the thing we needed down here was more tree options, and since these take so long to grow, even though they'll produce a lot of wood, I put in Sahara cactuses down here just so we'd have it if we need it. That was kind of why I built the wall when I built this one like this, so that we could take advantage of these growing areas right here. This trap setup here worked very well for the last arrangement. To the beauty factor 9 instead of 1 per tile. Oh yeah, for that. Yeah, those two provide a lot of beauty, you're right. Where is it? Yeah. Just can't have them, everyone. Down here we don't even have anything yet because they haven't seeded them. There was a Sahara cactus around here somewhere I was looking at. There it is. Doesn't provide anything, I don't think. What is 10? I didn't see 10. I see 9. There's one that's minus 10 because there's blood there. Push. I'm assuming that the room planning back here was you. I finished one of them. The auto switch is so slow. Invaded the map and ate all the trees. Well, there wasn't it from my first play on Wednesday, which was the third episode. The third round, there wasn't a lot of, like in terms of trees, there wasn't a lot of trees on this map. Well, there, I guess. But it's kind of like things that aren't sandstone and marble. Just not a lot of it. Did have them dismantle this, so we could get some more granite, but then I had a raid, so I didn't finish it. Well no, I want the, yeah, that's what I've been doing, going around and hitting them in the areas that people are constantly going into, because to block the cave exit on the north border. Yeah, this over here. Oh, this is marble, it looks like. Or you're talking about up here. No. Right there. That's what you're talking about. Yep. Well, yeah, I was thinking upper part of it, but yeah, up there. We have some more now. I just had some blocks put in here, so we got 22, 57, so 79. And there's still a bit more to get hauled up from right here. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so all I can see is the butt end of my dog right here. And his tail started wagging like crazy. So, oh, I didn't even realize I wasn't in it. Hello? Oh, hang on. I think I muted Discord. Yes, I did. Hello? Well, now I can hear Discord.
Hello.
There you are. So yeah, so as I was saying, I have Groot on the floor right here. I could just see his back end underneath my green screen, and his tail started wagging like crazy, and so my thought was, he must be interacting with one of the cats. Nope.
Is he?
Nope, he's completely asleep. Whatever had him so excited that his tail was wagging, he's dreaming.
Good dreams.
So he's clearly enjoying. I think he's also enjoying being home for the day after the last 2 days.
Out and about. I know you guys went, because you took him to the convention.
Yes, and it was loud, noisy, and there was constant music playing. And I think what was bugging him less was I don't think he liked the noise. I didn't like the noise, but I mean it was one of those ones after a while you just kind of got used to it. It was just there. It never changed quickly. It was just steady. And it wasn't like you were walking, it was quiet, and then all of a sudden it was loud. Because as you're going into it, you can hear it coming. So it kind of builds up and builds up and builds up, and then you go inside, and then it reaches its level. And very rarely went above a certain point. But different parts, there was more thump, thump, thump to the base. And I don't think he liked the feeling of the thump in the floor. So, and also I don't think he liked, I don't think he liked trying to sleep on the slick floor. His feet kept sliding around. He would constantly arrange himself so that his back paws were wedged up against my foot so they wouldn't move.
But that meant that if you moved your feet, you'd wake up.
Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, despite the fact that he was uncomfortable and it was clearly a new thing for him, whatever that is, you should mute your mic while you do it.
Sorry.
It was very obvious that he was going to do his job. He was bound and determined to do his job. So that was the big thing we got out of it, and he more than passed the test of can he hold still for that long while all that's happening.
Yeah, he mostly did.
Oh my goodness, he would go down for basically just be in the same place for a couple of hours, just basically shuffling to be more to be comfortable. But he wasn't trying to go away. He wasn't constantly jumping up for attention. And even when he was nervous and I was walking around, he would still this is the thing with all that noise. It was very hard for me to give him commands, to tell him what he needed to do. So it was all based on collar, me giving him directions with his collar, giving him a double tug to sit, a tug to go to one side or to the other, and he did all of them.
That's great.
Even when he was jittery.
Yeah, if you get in a situation where you can't talk.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I could give him it was hand motions and the tugs on the collar, so it wasn't as successful mainly because of the type of con that it was, because it was more of a fitness themed con than cosplay, although the cosplayers were there. So didn't sell as much as I may have potentially would have at that. But as far as the test run of him doing it and me doing it, in that it was a success. So, but yeah, it was still a lot of sensory input. And after the first day I did it in the cap cosplay, I didn't do it the second day. I when I got there, I just told the guys, like, I kind of got overloaded on attention yesterday. So he's like, oh dude, it's good that you're here. It's glad that it's succeeding for you. So, and I did sell several books, so it wasn't a complete waste. I definitely, now that I know that he can do it, I'll definitely keep an eye on when that group does another event like that. Not that particular fitness one, that was just something that they're partnering with, but the cosplay group that does them. And I need to get a better booth setup.
Yeah.
So.
Well, at Dragon Con, I can help you set up a booth.
Yeah, that not sure when that's going to happen again. For one thing, someone's in school during that point, and I'm the primary stay-at-home.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm slowly putting some of the sunlights back. I didn't even think of.
Just because I wanted to.
No. Your reasoning is sound. I didn't think about that side of it. I just thought maybe somebody had accidentally done sunlights instead of wall lights. That was it. That was the only. And as soon as you said bugs, oh no, that makes perfect sense. So.
Yeah, that's why I switched to doing them in the inside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it looks dim.
Yeah.
In fact, the sunlights, the algorithm for the brightness extends well past the visible brightening.
Mm-hmm. So, as I said a couple times already, we are doing this event as a team to raise money for Extra Life. You can find out more about the hospital I support at that link, and specifically you can see right there some of the things your money went to help with last year. I'm almost 50% through this year, and we still have a couple of months, several months to go before the main event.
Make it and then...
Yeah, I usually make it to the first goal before the event and get close to the second goal. Yeah. So, yeah, that's and if you are interested in finding out more about the event, you can go to extra-life.org, which that chat, where you can find a hospital that you could support. You can find a team in your area, a guild to join, and or both, and start fundraising and to support the Children's Miracle Network hospital near you. So how are you doing today? Tell us, Mike.
It's a mixed bag. I felt pretty rested when I woke up, and so rather than getting on and playing anything, I actually haven't played anything today yet.
I noticed. I've been working, remember?
I told myself, okay, I can almost guarantee I'm going to be exhausted later. So while I have energy, if you can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I went out and did errands. I'll be also moving.
What was it we discussed before? When you have the thought to do something, and like you don't have a reason, like there's some that immediately pops up as to why you shouldn't. You should just do it because a reason will happen later.
Yeah, it's uncommon enough for me to have the energy to do anything. Yeah.
Apparently a granite asteroid landed right here. I'm gonna go ahead and set it for mining. I was saying earlier on the stream that I very much appreciate the work that you put in with the whole setting up the stuff, the work stuff. Because it does make a lot of this just.
Oh, the work priorities.
Yeah. Well, and then also the whole not overtaxing the planning too far ahead. So.
Then when you take it up, you're not like, where's everything that.
Yeah.
That never occurred to me. The benefit of. Well, maybe it did. I haven't really thought about the benefit to. Once it goes to another person.
Well, I mean, it was easy, and it was easy for me to tell Chris, for example, to say, hey, when it comes to that tab there, the work stuff tab, you can, until you're a little more familiar with it, you can kind of just let that one lie, because those have been very well set up. But there's also the gameplay pattern of not overcommitting planning, so not going across the map and saying, I'll do all this and do all this, do all this, because then they don't focus on anything. So like these over here are the only thing I've set that far out besides this wall right here to be deconstructed, and they're pretty much done with that.
Like there's definitely things that I'll set to do. If I set something far away, I won't set a whole bunch unless it's like I need it done now.
Was this? I'm uncertain, and you do not have to tell me, but I was uncertain of what was going on here with these lines of traps, but it didn't go all the way to the wall, and so I put 2 more to go there. This worked. This choke point worked very well.
Exactly. So the idea is if you look out and just project the AI pathing.
Yeah.
Because they take the path of least resistance. So you'll notice there's like the flagstones and the smoothed to try to.
Hero blunders.
Encourage them to go there. Yeah.
How are you today? It's nice to see you on this extra life event that we have going on. Yeah, I figured that was probably what you were doing. I wasn't certain if there was a reason it wasn't closed off.
Because we didn't have enough.
Yeah, and so like when I was looking at I did that right there to see. So we could actually go all the way to there if we wanted to, but I'm leaving it for right now.
I wouldn't close it off because to funnel you do have to.
Yeah, you have to have. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and just plan it like that so they can come in. Should do like 1 or 2, I think. Yeah, I would
leave 1 space for them.
There. That way they have to go through. But yeah, this one, I had them. They pathed their way. Instead of coming this way around, they came this way. Actually, they started to head up here, and then they started to path over here. And 3 of them hit the traps, and then by then it was a group of 6. So then they all just turned and ran. And I didn't even bother chasing them.
Good. Yeah, so a week in, when I picked up for Zoe, we had 0 defenses. Not even.
I only had time to do the wall.
Like see how the turrets are smoking?
Mm-hmm.
They need to be in the home zone or else they won't get repaired.
They should be. I didn't take them out.
I know, but I forgot to add all of them in.
Oh, okay. Let's say I checked that earlier. I was commenting on how. Yeah.
Yeah, I only had 3.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, when I did my one playthrough, I didn't have time to do much, so I dug out these 2 tunnels, right? Mainly because it was steel, and then I set the wall to start being built, so that we could keep them, so that we could funnel them up here. It seemed an easier defense point since we were going to take the steel anyway.
Yep.
And I looked at all this land right here as potential farmland, and then the sand and stuff as just other places if we needed to build things we could.
Storage and sand.
Yeah.
Or storage.
All of these little storage areas out here now match. They'll only hold chunks.
Oh, see, I intentionally. So you guys, I do storage different than almost anybody else. I intentionally have low priority zones that will hold anything where the animals can get to.
Oh, okay, because the problem. Yeah, the problem was they were storing everything in one of them, including food. Like they were taking the food from right here and just dumping it right there, and I wasn't sure why. So
the only reasons why Okay, so the two things that govern where something gets stored is priority.
Mm-hmm.
If they have access to a storage area with space that's higher priority, they will walk past the lower priority. Animals, however, since they don't have access to the higher priority storage, would drop it there. Or if the colonists were dropping it there, it's because there was no configured storage of a higher priority available.
But then don't you have the problem of once it's there, the colonists won't touch it because it's in a storage area?
No.
They'll pick it up.
Of course, if nobody's hauling, then correct, it won't get touched. But that's an issue of hauling priority. You know, like work priority to actually have people hauling.
Okay. Well, then this one.
They'll haul from, even if it's like a container, they'll haul from a container of lower priority, put it in a container of a higher priority, if later on you make one and set it to higher priority. I mean, I'm not telling you how to play.
No. It's I wasn't sure why food was being stored out there, and so I was trying to make.
Yeah, so it's probably a mix of either animals hauling it there.
Yeah. So there's one right here in the middle now. That's for everything. All these other ones that are spread out are just for chunks, but this one right here is for everything now, and it's set to low. I did build refrigerators finally. Simple meals, fine meals. I think this is the fine meal one. Yeah.
We didn't have geothermal yet.
No, once I saw geothermal. Yeah. Once I saw geothermal, I built that. Wind.
Yeah.
I know, because I built them. There was 2, and then I built these 3, and that was all we had because we didn't have blenders. In case I didn't answer, I'm doing okay. I'm tired because of the con I went to this weekend, but doing okay. And it's just about time when I'm gonna call. I've got about 10 more minutes because I started a little, like the actual playthrough at 5 minutes in.
Oh. Who do you play, or who plays after you? It's
Silver
Zodiac.
Zodiac. So I'll put the save in, and he'll save it. Hey, there you go. See, he's fixing.
Did you send a caravan out, or is that the guy that's still just on his way back?
That's still the guy that's on his way back.
Okay. I did decide that if I have a caravan that I've sent out, I won't stop playing until they're on the way back.
Yeah, he was on his way back. He was just on his way, because I wasn't sure what he was doing until I saw his destination. Like, okay, he must have finished. I assumed it was some kind of trade quest.
Yep.
Did we?
Went way over my time, but I decided that if I have a caravan out and not on its way back, then they could arrive and the other person doesn't, like the next person doesn't know about them, and they starve to death.
That's true.
So as soon as I turned them around, I stopped. He's coming back with a couple neurotrainer stuff, some power claws.
I was going to ask, did we have some kind of healer serum for Wolfie? Because I thought she was paralyzed.
She was, yeah. We had 2 healer mech serums.
Yeah.
That we got from grabbing, running to a place. I didn't want to use one on her because we can make a bionic spine later.
But there's no telling how when.
Or a mod or something added a few more levels of research to get there. I don't know what it was, but it takes a lot more time to get to bionics now.
Yeah. I think it was an update. Rendering. Oh, what kind of floor is this? Is that a granite tile? Sure looks like it. Yay, more granite.
So, do you let the grazers graze on the hay grass, or just for storage?
They should be able to.
If you're just letting them graze, the regular grass is quicker in growing.
I
than hay grass.
I didn't change their zone, so whatever. Grazers.
Well, I mean, like the planting that you had.
Oh, yeah, here, let me fix that. What do we have here? Refugee Lynn. She's 38.
Oh.
She can't do skilled labor. She's psychically hypersensitive and optimist. Nope.
I mean, optimist, yeah, it's great, but
Passion for animals and social, but that psychically
skilled-
hypersensitive.
yeah, skilled labor and-
Nope. Sorry, no relationship. Don't have to take you.
yeah.
I'm totally pulling that one. Grazers, so no. It's like they can go all the way down here, so we should just. Just take them all out of this area here. There's not gonna be anything down here for them to haul anyway, except for wood. There's an election. So put this back like that. Your colonists are gathering to vote for a new leader. Attending the election. Well, you see, it counts as socialization.
Mhm. Did you make the ballot box? Because I don't think there was.
Yeah, I did. I was checking their recreation options, and they're pretty well set. But when I came in, I had one person who was near a mental break. I just saw recreation starved, and I didn't realize he was gone, and so I was looking what I could add, and that was a simple
he also
one.
had sensory mechanites that he got after he left.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's like it was it was less than a day after he left, and he gets hit with those, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's okay. We didn't need him, right?
Yeah, and I sent him with a bunch of meds, so
It's that.
wouldn't kill him at least.
Okay, so get to that one anyway. Everybody's attending.
I did lose a colonist, but not an original.
I was wondering.
It was to malaria.
Huh?
It was straight RNG. Like, he didn't miss any treatments. He stayed in a bed.
Just bad
It's
things
just-
happened.
Yeah, it was just every time he got treated, it was not a good enough treatment.
Elected.
So, it was- yeah.
So I was looking to see if everybody got. So they attended an election. So yeah, they did get a social thing from it.
Oh, nice.
And Wolfie got elected. It looks like
Oh, good.
she was a botanist leader, and Magnus is a scientist leader. So, and as far as I can tell, that's the extent of it.
Yeah.
Like they literally nothing. There's you have leadership now, so you can see who they are.
You said it's for training.
No, that's a different thing. So
So what do the leaders do?
that's for resetting your government types. Start getting for elections, but they don't actually know what's going on. Check your job schedule. Nothing. That's it. They're just elected. They don't actually do anything, so it just counts as a socialization thing for everybody to socialize together. That's so now the classroom. If you look at the class, it actually has. So you do a teacher's table. So if I put a wooden teacher's table out here, right? So it's kind of like the TV. It gives you that space that they have to be in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just put chairs, but they can just sit on the ground. And so the person would stand in a circle and they would teach. And then you have the globe, which apparently we have enough to make, and the chalkboard, and that just increases the effectiveness of the teaching. And then just like with all of your other things, so like the Mediterranean table and stuff like that, you set a bill for a class. Who's going to teach what, and you can specify who can attend, so everybody below a certain level, and who can teach everybody above a certain level, and that's it. And once you set it up, it's kind of like the management desk. People will occasionally go over to it and attend
Depending on
if they don't have something.
I have no idea how the prioritization of any of that works. Because everything in this game runs off of
it falls into training, just like for I think it's for training, it falls under the category that the priority is. So if you have a person, remember when we had the training console, if you have a person who's doing training lessons to improve their cooking and they're not actually cooking because there's no table, because cooking is a certain priority for them, they would then go at that point and do training on it. I think
you had it
I'm not.
backwards. I remember the training taking priority over the actual cooking.
Maybe because it's more efficient.
Maybe.
That may be that they just chose the training console because they were getting more bang for their time spent there. But in terms of when they choose to do it, it's based on the priority of the skill, because you'll notice there's still not like a training priority.
So for classes, you would have to make sure that that's prioritized.
So you would have to
anything else.
you would have to go in and So like say you have a couple of people that are really low in something, you would probably have to go in and put them at that. And once we get to the point where I can put a classroom in, I'm going to play with it and see. I'm also going to, after we move, continue playing one of my single player games on my own, and I already have a classroom, so I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
So because I want to see exactly how it works. But as far as how do we get a royal bed?
Look who's sleeping in it.
Nice. Well, guess what? I'm putting you in a different bed.
Well, plus it's a royal bed, so it's pretty, and expensive, but it's of lower quality than the bed he was sleeping in, which was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
it's like, yes, you may get a prettier room, but it's already a tiny, tiny room, so they don't like it anyway.
Yeah.
And now you just decreased your sleep efficiency and immunity recovery.
Yep. Visitors. They have items to trade. Okay. So I'm actually going.
I had a visitor go berserk. That was fantastic. It really made me like having him there.
Yeah. I had a colonist in our last run who was, I think it was white, or one of those ones that you got that had like like a color name or something like that, and he was mad, and I was trying to get him inside for an attack, and he went berserk, and so I had my guy flee, and so he's just wandering around out there right in the path of the raiders. And he took out two of them before they managed to down him, like just knock him unconscious. And so after the fight was over, we went and stuck him in the thing. So all right, so
the end result of that colonist or the visitor going berserk was positive, because not only did I have to down that one, he downed one of his own people himself, and so I was able to save them both and heal and release them.
Well, before I go, I have to come up with a name for Trev.
I know nothing about Zelda, so...
Oh, hang on. I have a phone call. Stupid telemarketers. Okay. I'm gonna name him. What is he? Space trafficker. Let's see. Let me get Zoe over here. Zoe. Thought she was right there. I'm trying to think of the name of one of the guys who's in the guy who sells stuff. I can't remember his name right now. He rides around on a bike on most of them.
The only names I know from Zelda are Princess Zelda.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Yeah. He's actually really good in melee, so I'm gonna go ahead and name him Link. So, because he's good at melee and stuff like that. So, because I don't want to be standing here waiting, and I think she's in there talking to her friend. So, all right. Well, I don't know why I closed that. So, as I said at the beginning.
I caught the last of your stream.
Yep. Yeah, glad you were able to too. But this will be the last one that I do for 2 weeks because we're moving. So just when I empty my schedule out and stuff. So plus, making sure the internet's all good over there on that end. So I will not be doing another planned live stream until that following weekend. So
Yeah.
I'll have to work out some other logistics of things going on. But yeah, so
Well, I'm sure we'll be able to fill the gaps if necessary.
well, yeah, for the event. So I'm glad I got to play today. Actually, honestly, if today wasn't my day, I wouldn't have streamed today. I would have just said the stream break starts. So, but it was nice since today was my day. I can do this, put my channel on a stream break. So, for sure, I will be back in 2 weeks. If that changes, the bot was kind enough to just post the Discord because it is freakishly on point today. That's the second time it's done that when I was about to say something about the Discord and it posted it. It's kind of uncanny how it's managed to do that. So, but yeah, I'll say it there. And as I think I mentioned it I think I mentioned it in conversation to you, but probably going to change my schedule for the rest of the summer just to move the stream earlier in the day so it's not imposing on people who are doing things around the house. So
yeah.
All right. Well, isn't that nice? I've been playing the RimWorld soundtrack, like the actual soundtrack on a player, and it's playing the end song right now. So I think that's my cue. I'm gonna go raid because I know she's playing, and I've done it before. But I'm gonna do an appreciation raid on Whoa Jess because she's playing a new colony, and it's always entertaining watching her play these RimWorld magic, Lord of the Rings colonies. So.
Well, bye blunders, bye everybody else.
Yep. And I'll be back in here in a moment.
Alright.
Are you gonna go to bed? You sound like you're gonna go take a nap.
I don't know.
Alright, I'll be back. So, yep. I'm getting ready to head on over there. You can use the Clippy Raid buttons right there to get the appreciation message. I have my own I'm gonna share. So you hope to see you over there. And again, 2 weeks break, and I will be back at a new time for the rest of the summer when I come back. So thanks Blunders, thanks Nautilus Knots, thanks everybody for hosting and joining and chit-chatting, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.